Are you serious?
Yeah.
Are you lying?
No, I'm not lying. It's like just carbonated water.
Maybe it's the bubbles then.
I think it's just people think we're pulling a prank with the water, but we'd never give you guys something fucked up.
Because sometimes I can't tell, honestly. There's a lot of questions I want to ask, but I don't know if I'm allowed to ask them. Like, I have a question I want to ask you in private, but I don't want to ask it in front of cameras. But I don't know if I'm allowed to ask personal questions. Not personal, but like away from the cameras.
Yeah, for during confessionals.
Okay, I'll ask you during confessionals maybe, but...
We're gonna do something tonight.
I'm sorry that I don't...
You're allowed to be pissed off, you know.
I feel like I'm making you guys look bad.
How?
Because I'm breaking down.
No, that's fine.
Well,
so
Trish said she was seriously worried. I don't think so, but everyone else thinks so.
Well,
but honestly, this is kind of normal for me. I cry a lot. I don't want to, but it's like sometimes I can't help it. I don't like it to cry, but it's like, you know, I don't know how to stop crying unless I splash cold water on my face.
What
And people tell me to stop whining. And I'm like not trying to whine.
Who said to stop whining?
The TCS.
Oh. Well, you know they're gonna just say whatever.
I know.
And get under your skin the quickest.
I know, I'm trying not to let them get to me though.
That's tough.
Well, I think people think I'm a lot weaker than I am.
You gonna prove them wrong?
I want to. It's like, why do you think I came on the show? Do you think that I would go on a show where I'm being broadcasted if I was a weak person?
Well, I guess it's just a endurance game at that point.
That's how I see it too.
Well, if you stick around, then that's proof that you're...
And they don't get it. Or at least Trish doesn't get that.
Do you think Trish thinks you're weak? Do you think she thinks
She absolutely does. She basically told me to my face.
What did she say?
She said, you're breaking down every single day, and I'm concerned about you, and everyone's concerned about you. And I know, and like that is a nice sentiment, but I can't help but take a little bit of offense. Especially when people say I'm whining, and I don't want to be the person who's complaining all the time.
How can you show everyone that you're strong?
Like, you do whatever you guys fucking tell me to do, basically. Like, what else am I supposed to do, right? Like, isn't that, like... Yeah, like... Yeah.
Just something to think on.
Does it, like, scare you when I start raising my voice and, like, rambling like this? Like, do you think I'm breaking down?
No, I just think, you're in a stressful situation, and...
Because I'm taking this seriously, and I don't think everybody is.
Who do you think isn't taking this seriously?
JC. She said she wants to leave after 5 weeks.
Well, she told us that her plan was to leave after 5 weeks, but then she...
So she doesn't want to win? Like, what is that?
Who else? Just JC? You think anyone else is just like, thinks this is just like a dumb little game?
They're 10 fish.
Because the winner's life is going to change.
That's why I wanted to go on.
And it's a fun little show, but the consequences of winning are you don't have to be in Kmart hell for the rest of your life.
Right.
If you play it right.
Retail?
Yeah, retail hell.
Until I'm like 30. People used to always tell me, because I was a cashier and stuff, like customers, they were like, you don't want to work here the rest of your life, do you? Because I'm not in school. And it's like, no, I don't.
If you can win people over and win the competition, you have a good head start on...
to make them like me, but I feel like they don't like me because I'm a girl, and I'm like...
What, the audience?
Yeah, I think
It's
they're
not
sexist.
It's not all up to the audience. You think the audience is sexist?
Absolutely! Do you hear what they say about us? And I think
What do they
Jimmy is
say?
sexist.
Well, Jimmy is...
Jimmy's Jimmy. That's whatever.
Yeah.
Like, well, because they just make all the sexual comments about us and say we're whores and succubuses. And it's like, why? Because I'm a girl? And they say that I take BBC. like how am I supposed to respond to that? Not to like start screaming and like. This is why people think I'm breaking down because I'll fucking.
By the way,
rant.
guys, sorry I got taken off track, but the speakers are broken. The bedroom 2 speakers are down right now, and I was coming to fix them. So if you're sending TTS, we're gonna reject them, and you'll get your coins back. But after this, I'm gonna go fix the wires. So you're the only place in the house that's like safe from TTS right now.
I needed that, honestly.
Yeah.
Right now, like if one more person calls me weak, I might like. I don't want to punch a hole in the wall or something, but I do feel very angry. And then people will think I'm scary. I don't want them to think that.
Yeah.
But it's like, obviously, if you make someone mad, they're gonna react, right?
So you're mad at Trish for...
I don't think that she meant it that way, but yeah, I'm offended, I would say.
Well, maybe just take it a little more calmly. I think listen. I think maybe she's just being one of the people who's vocal about how everyone's feeling. So you can take what she says as just information instead of an attack.
Like
maybe
she's saying what everyone's thinking.
Maybe she's just being transparent, and other people are
not being honest.
Not telling you. Well, it's not that they're not being honest; they're just not coming up and telling you how they feel. But the thing is,
I don't want to be mad at her because she,
the puking and getting sick and crying thing is like a.
It's embarrassing.
Yeah, but it's just like a girl thing. If you get through it for like 3 more days in a row and there's no correlation to puking and quitting, then people are not going to think, oh, she just gets sick when she works out. That doesn't mean she's going to leave. They don't know you that well yet. Give it a couple days and keep your head up and stay in this. If you want to appear strong, then get stronger and walk into the line of fire knowing that you're about to vomit, but go in it with a smile anyways. All right? Who do you think is actually the weakest, other than JC with her 5 weeks thing? Because they think you're the weakest, but who do you think is the weakest?
I'm trying to think of like who all is there. Like, I don't know. Nobody else has really cried yet, right? Like,
crying does not equal weak. It's more complicated than that.
I think maybe honestly, Brian.
Well, find a way to get him to reveal himself as weak.
Okay.
You think he's weak, then
I think
show us.
Yeah.
Keep your head up, Summer.
Okay. I think they don't know what I'm made of yet. That was humiliating. Absolutely humiliating. I know that someone out there likes me though. Like, I get a few positive messages. I feel like all the fish are gonna start hating me soon too.